Hi, everyone. I'm Barry Stagner, and this is his channel news break. The judge in the murder trial of Amber Guyger, the former Dallas police officer sentenced to 10 years for fatally shooting her neighbor, caused a stir Wednesday when she hugged the convicted killer after her sentencing. While some praised the move as a demonstration of religious faith, others, including former ESPN anchor Jemele Hill, criticized the judge's action as unacceptable. Guyger, a 4-year veteran of the Dallas Police Department, had been fired and charged with manslaughter after she entered Botham Jean's apartment on September 6 of 2018, thinking it was her own apartment, and shot him twice, killing him. She was indicted on a murder charge 2 months later. State District Judge Tammy Kemp gives former Dallas police officer a hug before Guyger leaves for jail on Wednesday of October 2nd in Dallas. And Guyger, who said she mistook neighbor Botham Jean's apartment for her own and fatally shot him in his living room, was sentenced to a decade in prison. Following Wednesday's sentencing, Judge Tammy Kemp comforted Jean's family, then briefly spoke with Guyger and left the room. The judge soon returned with a Bible, according to WFAA-TV of Dallas. "You just need a tiny mustard seed of faith. You start with this," she said, giving the Bible to Guyger. Kemp and Guyger then embraced. The hug came after the brother of murder victim Botham Jean made a similar gesture toward Guyger. After Brant Jean tells Amber Guyger, "I forgive you, go to God. I don't want you to even go to jail," because that's what Botham would want, Judge Tammy Kemp then hugs Guyger. Almost everyone in the courtroom was crying at that point. "You haven't done so much that you can't be forgiven," the judge told Guyger, according to WFAA. "You did something bad in one moment of time. What you do now is what matters more." Protesters and some on social media decried both the sentencing and Kemp's embrace of Guyger. The courtroom was brought to tears earlier when Jean's brother hugged Guyger and said, "I don't want you to go to jail. I want what's best for you because I know that's what my brother would want." U.S. stocks have just logged their worst October start since 2008 as investors worry that a global economic slowdown will turn into a recession. The benchmark S&P 500 shed 1.99% in the first 2 days of the month before staging a mild bounce back in midday trading. Paul Schatz, president and chief investment officer of Heritage Capital, said this doesn't signal Armageddon ahead. In fact, he thinks we could see the Dow break records and hit 30,000 by early 2020. Every time the bears get the tiniest morsel of meat in their mouth, they start crowing like, "This is it, the big one. It's '08 all over again. Buy your water and canned goods." No, this is not the beginning of a bear market. Market fundamentals are currently too strong, Schatz said, for stocks to tumble 20% from their recent highs, which is the technical definition of a bear market. We're only off 4 to 5% of all-time highs, which has happened a number of times during this bull market, especially these past 5 years, Schatz said. The credit markets are strong. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line just made all-time highs, and semiconductors have recently awoken from their slumber. Schatz characterized the recent sell-off as a healthy and routine pullback. It is October, which people view as being a scary month, but it's a month where bottoms are hammered in. He said, "If history is any guide, that's what is actually true." Well, we do know that economic stresses will play a part in the world being controlled by a single source and a single man as he monitors the buying and selling of all the globe, giving us today's reminder to keep looking up.